went diving because I dropped my camera in the water. But let's at least try to start from the beginning. I'm Jannika, this is Mildred, and I bought her 8 months ago up here in the north of Norway in Tromsø, so far above the Arctic Circle, and I'm living on board of this boat. Which of course means that I am living on the water, and I'm continuously filming on here, so that just leads to a camera falling overboard here or there, or a drone drowning. I had 2 drones already crashing in Svalbard. And today was already such an outside my comfort zone day, because I was actually tackling really big leaks on my boat, and for that I needed to do some epoxy work, something that I've never done before. And I have epoxy in my hair. I have epoxy in my hair because I'm doing epoxy and I have been so overwhelmed by it. But good news, a friend called, or it's not even a friend, I worked with them. I worked with some divers before, and one of them is going to come tomorrow morning to go diving here and to see if he can find my camera so that I can check if the SD card is still working. I hope it will be fine. The camera will be broken. I can already order a new one. But the SD card would be a dream of all the epoxy work that I've done now, that I can show that to you. Maybe I can change. My neighbors are back. Wait, I have to show that to you. Once I get out the thing is, if I now show you my favorite new neighbors, I will also show you the neighbor that I really don't like. Let's see. Oh, let's risk it. Yeah. Leave me alone. All the seagulls are currently hatching or laying their eggs, so they're very protective of their eggs. One of the biggest projects that I have on Mildred is that she had a really big leak all around the boat. When I bought my sailboat up here in Tromsø, I had a feeling that there might be a problem like that. I just didn't know what kind of problem and how big it would be. I just knew that, I don't know, I had a feeling about it. Just nothing real that I could grab until the moment where late autumn came and a lot of rain, and the water just was pouring into the boat. Not little water, it was quite a decent amount of water just coming in areas where I just didn't understand where it was coming from. I thought it might be this wooden piece because of the way that the deck and the hull is connected. And I was putting in so much effort to put sealant in here because this was just the most obvious. Turns out it was not a leak. All the effort that I put into that area and the money didn't give me any benefits. There was no change to the leak. Until then, one day, I covered the area above with a lot of tarp, and at least the downpouring stopped. It was much less water coming in, or no water at all. So in order to explain the leak that I have on this beautiful boat, I think I will have to make you some form of illustration. And bear with me if it's not the best illustration. So if we look at the construction of this boat, of this specific area, we are having the hull meeting the deck construction in this way. And where they meet, they have a wooden piece in between. That wooden piece then kind of holds them together. They can be pushed towards each other, and with pressure, they're connected. Unfortunately, that wooden piece, or the whole structure of that connection, is open until the top. There might have been some sealant at some point covering that, but probably that doesn't exist anymore because the boat is from 75 and it has been like that since then. No one has touched that area. So maybe there's nothing blocking water from coming into the boat there anymore, with the exception of this wooden piece. And this wooden piece is basically wood on top, and that gets connected with 2 wooden pieces on the side. So the 2 wooden pieces, they connect to the top piece and then inwards to the hull and the deck connection. It should be fine with that wooden piece as far as I believe, but that is also where the railing gets attached. And the railing was screwed in with bolts, so there's holes going through the whole wooden panel, and the railing was loose, so it was just flimsying around. I anyways had to fix it in some way, but that meant that those holes were basically open. So water could be coming into the holes and then actually into the wooden structure. It would not just stay on top of the wooden structure. Now I hope that that is the problem, because if it is a problem, then what my plan is now is to close those holes with epoxy, and ideally I will make new holes, or I will use those holes again if I have to, but then I will have quite a bit of epoxy around, and then I'll make a hole through the epoxy so that hopefully there's no water coming into those inner structures of the wood anymore. The problem though is that I have never in my life worked with epoxy or observed someone working with epoxy. I have a good friend who's really good with like glass fiber work and epoxy work, and we have done a little bit of glass fiber work before. And unfortunately, my friend didn't have the time to help me, and I think it's probably quite easy, otherwise he wouldn't be like so sure of letting me do this on my own. There's not many weather windows like this. This is 2 days now of good weather, and in between that we just have rain all the time up here in the north. No heat wave for us. And now it's actually already the evening. It's 5:30 where I'm getting started, so I better get going. By now I have done the first round of epoxy work. I have been so uncomfortable with this whole setup and figuring out how to do things. It was not easy. But now that I have done the first couple of holes, I feel much more comfortable. I feel much more in my comfort zone again, and I'm so proud that I worked through that freeze response that I just experienced when things were not immediately working out super good. And now I have 3 more holes on this side, plus a few areas where I just simply want to fill some gaps or where something slightly broke off. And then I still need to do the other side. To first learn and understand how the whole process is working, I started with the easy holes, the rather easy holes. I think none of them are easy. But now I'm getting to the ones on this side that are quite tricky because several areas are breaking away, and I'm not sure how to fix it all, but we'll see. It will work in some way. I can't believe that I'm actually enjoying this right now. I guess that is the fourth side. I have no idea if it's curing, if I did the mixing correct, but the application was a process I enjoyed, if it worked out. This we will only know tomorrow, so please keep your fingers crossed that tomorrow everything is dry and solid. Absolute worst case scenario, I have completely fucked up this wood and I will have to take it off and replace it. That will be an expensive project, and maybe it will need to be done at some point on this boat just to avoid the water that comes down below, or at least the wood needs to be taken off so that it can be sealed below again. But I didn't want to do it this summer. This summer I'm gonna try this out now and hope it works. Know the weather will get colder. Now you will see the reason why I'm not having anything attached to this cleat. I don't trust it at all. When I pushed you in a stroller, you were looking up. The birds are so active. Like a church hymn. You are gonna find your place, child. Of that much I know, I'm sure. Keep on laughing. I'm super curious if it actually worked, especially the areas below, because there were some open structures and I put tape around, hoping that if I put in the epoxy from the top, that it will fill the space also below without going past the tape. So now we'll see if that worked. I have learned the hard way that this kind of tape needs to come off as soon as possible. I might have had the blue tape all over the place and it just stayed for months. It's funny how the parts that I was the most concerned about and had no clue how I should be doing them, they came out the best. I know that ahead of time. I know that I shouldn't be worrying about these things, but you just do. and I know how to handle these situations now so that I can still do them, but it doesn't mean that I'm not feeling the concern, the worry, the fear that I cannot do it. At least I still do the things, even though I think I cannot and I don't know how. Okay, the sun is behind the mountains now, so I'm gonna clean up and then I'm gonna eat something small and go to bed, because it's already 11:15. Good morning. I'm pretty happy with the outcome of the epoxy, and especially as it's the first time I've been doing it. I'm especially happy also with the areas below, because they look relatively well sealed off and still quite nice. On the top I left these mountains. Those I'm gonna still grind off or sand off, so then that will be flat as well. So I wanted to make sure that while it's curing, it still has a lot of epoxy on top that can just sit there. But I'm not fully done yet, because now I've sealed all the top area, but this wooden board, it is on the top, and then there's 2 wooden pieces on the side that attaches it to the deck hull construction. And that wood, those 2 wooden pieces or 3 wooden pieces, those I still need to connect with each other. So I still need to get some Zika or Tech 7, and I need to place it underneath to also seal the area between the wooden pieces. And then we gotta see if I can keep this wood and the leak stops, or whether it's penetrating through the whole wood even if there are snow holes in there. Well, let's hope that now it will hold and that those 3 areas will also not let any water in. I will only know in a week or so, because I will need to go to the airport now. My flight is leaving in less than 2 hours, and I still need to finalize packing and walk to the bus station, taking the bus, and then going to the airport. So I guess it will have to wait until the next video to figure out whether or not this boat is finally sealed from the rain. Wish me luck, and thanks for watching.